Ah. Let's fucking go. Microphones on from the first second. Great improvement on that. And very warm welcome to everyone live in the stream and people watching the VODs. Today was a very special day because not only does the weekend start, but my little one finally got to spend time with her grandma, my mother, over the course of the weekend. So we got a kids-free weekend, even though I had to go work a 24-hour shift tomorrow. This made the stream very well possible. No birthdays from my father-in-law. He's gonna party tomorrow when I'm at work. And something great happened. Something very amazing happened. Last time we talked about inspiring people and trying to inspire others. And in that very stream, and I'm very sorry if I missed that because there was no chat message or something that I recognized. But I gained my very, very first non-family and friends follower. And on top of that, he is the 10th follower on the stream. So very, very much thank you, Nexus underscore sushi. You are supporting a dream just by following, which costs nothing but some bravery to hit that button and now get notified every time I'm coming online. I hope you enjoy the content very much more in the upcoming streams, days, months, even years, if I'm good to keep going with what I'm doing. I can't really tell you how much I appreciate this because I think starting out anything new is very, very hard and it feels very good to get supported by people you know, but it supports even more and boosts morale even more if people I don't know personally start supporting this. So, big, big thanks. Tip of my imaginary hat to you. And yeah, I hope many more will follow. But you're on the list. You're in the About section below the stream. If you'd like to see this there, you can maybe impress your friends and family with that and can tell everybody who followed me way before I was mainstream now. You're one of the firsts to believe in this thing, or just stopping by, having a little laugh, and someday you will remember it as the very first person to follow this. And for today's schedule, it will be split into halves again. It will be first half will be Avowed. We keep going exploring Pilgrim's Path today. Last time we stopped by in the Temple of Eothas and logged off within a library section. So I looped my voice a little bit to keep on reading those lores to you out and try to get a little understanding of the world of Avowed and the Living Lands. And in the second half, we gotta play some Monster Hunter Wilds. Didn't talk to that writer guy yet, but I'm hoping he will follow along and we can play together. Otherwise, I'm gonna progress none further until I do not have some answer from him because I prepared I made a lot of gear. I will show that to you later. And I progressed some quests, but only optional stuff. as we promise each other. We see how that goes. I'm thinking about like opening a topic for a week of streaming. So we have something to talk to, something to share thoughts about, and even have some time to think about and not making up everything right from the head, even though those thoughts are the most authentic ones. And I really, really appreciate authenticity. But it's quite hard to come up with stuff to talk about when no one's answering and doing the streams alone. So I think I will be opening up from next week onwards, every week a new topic, and make my mind up about that. Maybe read some stuff about this so I can just dive deep into stuff that at least moderately interests me. But so we can start some discussions and maybe gain some talkative action during the stream. This week's theme would be getting inspired and people who inspire you. And thinking about, and I was quite thinking about this during the week today, because I'm a nurse in a personal lending company, so I come around a bit and get to meet a lot of people, great ones, not so great ones, amazing people and amazing personalities. And I want to thank everybody who's giving their heart to their job, especially in the medicinical sector or the healthcare system and overall, because it's not, yeah, it's convenient to do that. Lots of people running around with a bad attitude and trying to drag people down because their life sucks and they don't know how to improve themselves or their lives over the course of a given time span, or don't even have like motivated goals overall. And I've met at this place that I'm working right now two amazing doctors, two amazing personalities, full of happiness, full of joy for their job, and really, really happy to have learned this profession to help some people. And I want to give a big ass shout out even right now, where I've literally zero regular viewers or listeners or VOD watchers because I can't see who's watching them. To Dr. Andre Morave and Dr. Dirk Tanner, two amazing doctors in a orthopedic clinic in Cologne. They are both full of knowledge and not afraid to learn something. I've seen them treat patients without writing a receipt, just to learn from their very tough cases how to improve treatment. I've read a lot and talked a lot to them about how they become doctors and what does make them happy. And it's always people's first. It's about improving skills, meeting new people, and learning and learning. That's and this almost anything they talk about is improving their skills, not standing still in one spot of knowledge and trying to improve so they can improve success rate of surgery or treatment in general, and trying to give the best advice even outside the pure medical kind of subject. Mr. Tana, for example, is a very good doctor first, but he's also on the medical team of a racing bicycle. I don't know the exact term, but they're the bicyclists doing races all over the world, and he's trying to help them out as they're in their medical team. And he's even given the patients that are coming to him for some advice because he's mainly doing um, like arthroscopic surgeries, fixing meniscus and doing knees a lot of the time, but some shoulders come with him too, and arms broken or not, irritated maybe sometimes, and he's giving them actually life advice to change their behavior or way they can like shop stuff to improve their sportsman journey, start even out a sportsman journey, supporting a lot of sports in general and hyping people up. Just today, there was a girl coming to him. She was like 19 and got the ligament in her knees already torn and already fixed at least one time. But from what they are talking about towards each other, it was maybe more than one time, and she had a little hiccup in her recovery from the last surgery because she stumbled and got a worse pain in her knees since a long time. But it hold. The tendon hold that Mr. Tanner fixed, and they were happy. They were happy as fuck, and it was great to see this. It was really, they flung into each other's arms, they cried some tears out. It was very heartfully. And yeah, I just wanted to share this because there are very good people out there working in a rather rotten system, and they keeping the hopes up. They not only keeping the hopes up for the clients, they keeping the hopes up for humanity in general, that it firstly exists and that you can meet such people. Maybe it's not the best condition to meet those two guys, because if you gotta go to them, you either have a really big ass problem or a problem no one could solve before them. So yeah, I would recommend them meeting such great people outside of their fields. But to do that, you have to be open. You have to go out, meet some people, and talk, listen to their stories, and get info on what they're doing with their lives. And that's exactly what I like about nursery. And trying to inspire my coworkers and the people I'm getting into the hospitals or the senior residential homes or whatever I'm working at, and try to get to know people and make them to be nice to themselves, because a lot of the times they are very harsh on themselves and chit-chattering very bad. And I don't know what's this up for, but definitely not for good. So I think you should reflect on that a little bit. And I do that a lot too, to be honest, to reflect upon my behavior and the vibes I'm giving out to the world. So trying to do my best, at least during my job as a nurse, to keep them people up. And it's almost always very worth it. I can only recommend doing that, no matter what you do. If you're working with people, if you're working with numbers, keep your head up, look for the bright side in life, and try to figure out the best way you can go. All that said, is the way that we go today is keep on exploring the Temple of Eothas and read through the rest of history of the Living Lands, I guess. So let's switch scenes real quick and have a look at if everything's working so far. We got sound, it says. Microphone should still be working. If I tab out, music goes out. Nice. And we will load into this again. So let's keep going. We got around 4 to 5 hours of gameplay today, because tomorrow the 24-hour shift starts afternoonish, like 1:30 p.m. with an hour to drive. So I'm very chilled to go to bed late, because there's no kid keeping me awake. No nothing. I can just lay down, sleep in peace, and rest my freaking mind and body from this very torturing week of work and getting the little one up to a healthy status again. As always, a big ass pot of tea and a bottle of water for the hydration, which is very important. So everyone watching now, getting into the stream of VOD, skipping all the blah 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 during the starting soon session and my talkative warming up. Grab something to drink, grab something to eat, enjoy yourself, enjoy the content, and we will go into this. Those books we've read already. This one, and I don't know, here was one, I guess, too. So let's have a look at the Great Western Stag. One day, Eothas was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small notes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past him and leaped on it, trying to pin it down. Eothas smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on the spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Eothas watched the cat's tail twitch and slap on the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. I merely bring the dawn," Eothas responded. "I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it?" 1 second. Yeah, almost died there. So your responsibility, isn't it? "True," said a second voice, "but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt?" So philosophical, Hylia. Eothas said and turned to greet the two gods that approached him. "Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire?" He gestured to the wall, inviting Hylia and Galavain to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. "I have created the ultimate prey," Eothas said finally, breaking the silence. "It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught." Galavan laughed lightly. "You don't agree, Galavan?" Eothas asked. "Well, it's true that your creation is elusive. It hardly can be considered the ultimate prey because it never can be caught." He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. If that mote of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream, truly a fruitless endeavor. "All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavors," said Helia. "It's the way of morality." Galavan laughed again. "I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality." Now it was Eothas' turn to laugh. "Propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality? How is it any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other. So, but you said no one could catch this creature. This is not attainable." Galavan smiled. "Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag, and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely for the purpose for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunter for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing and find in it." Hylia shook her head and threw Galloway a bemused look. "I do not believe this is possible, so I too make an offer. To the person who catches this stag, and they will catch the stag, I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt, so they can obtain my boon." Galavan and Hylia took up arguing whose name would be invoked more when the hunt was on. Eothas sighed, a small smile playing at the edges of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long ago tired of the stalking the motes, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. "I merely bring the dawn," he repeated as he made his way down the path. "It is upon you to see what I revealed." Pretty philosophical too, and we gotta keep this. Nice. So, one thing I'm thinking about is the Great White Stag, and I think a stack might be an animal. Let's check this real quick. Because I do... Yeah, it's the biggest animal with a horny headpiece. And if it's that relevant, three gods arguing about it, maybe we are going to find something that resembles this great white stag, because we are a hunter, for information at least, and we are in this world here to explore and live out everything. Gotta go deep down to the roots of the Dream Scourge, so why not hunt a god-made desire, something that's unattainable. We will see. Next piece is Nothing is Lost, the search for Ukaizo, or Ukaizo. Excerpted from the collected journals of Vanamora Wave Chaser. The Rangas men came to collect my portion of price share this morning, and I had nothing to give them again. I make no money for the tribe, though I am always in my little ferry boat, Grey Gull, carving through the waves. At night I get no sleep. Vaitaro asks me to conserve the lamp oil, to come to bed, but I can't, not until I find it. I know it's out there, the lost city of Ukaizo. On every chart and map of the Deadfire I found, whether Huana, Valian, or Ruatayan, there's a gap, an empty space where so much of our history should be. Did it burn to ash and cinders in the cataclysm? Did it sink below the waves? Does Ngati clutch it to her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost. Perhaps it's lost and wandering, like me, unmoored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chests, and amber always smoldering, a little fire to push it on. Vital wants me to give it up, but how can I? On mornings when the sky is so clear, I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it. I think I see it out there, shimmering in the brightening blue light. Is it a taunt or a beaconing? A beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I asked the fisher folk when they return with the catch at sunset. Tiber, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? How about you, Puira? They avoid me now. Vaitaro says they're busy, but I know they think I'm tight-sick and sun-addled. The way Puira lips curls in disgust when I approach, the way Tiber's eyes seem to see right through me, I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer, because tomorrow I'm taking a Grey Gull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales, so I will. Okay. Something about a lost city, a lost place, maybe something Atlantis-like. A place full of history, and yeah. We will see if we got to see some of that. Maybe future DLCs if it's not in the main game. I don't know. So, through the annals of the Pagrunen. It was in the time of Adra the Sorfodit, that we came to Cleaban Rilak, an ancient place of the builders, as the locals call them. It was a marvelous sight, a door in the mountain framed by a pair of ghoulish aspects. Through some exercise... Oh, wait a second. Wow. Really troubling to read today. Almost died second time. Let's keep going. Through some exercise of trickery or cunning, Adra was able to gain access for our scholars that we might observe and record what lay inside. We discovered a foundry of sorts, the like of which neither we nor our distant brethren had seen. Through careful observation we surmised that the ancients had used this place to extract souls and transfer them to suits of armor. Delicate and challenging work, yet the scale they had achieved left us humbled and astounded. Perhaps most remarkable were the golems, living suits of armor, powered by essence. We lost two of our fellows when the creatures caught us unawares, but once we'd subdued them, they proved quite fascinating. There's maybe the great statue that we were powered last episode. Um, is some golem of sorts too, and maybe we can make him our companion or do cool stuff for us. Just remember that. All too aware that our hosts would never again allow us, nor other curious travelers, to visit this place, we took meticulous notes and measurements of all we saw, forsaking bread and sleep until the work was done. We reported all to Adra here, whereupon he praised our work and urged us quickly forward. For if such a place lay abandoned in the forest, who can say what other mysteries gods and kith have left in the strange and wild land? Its interest is peaking in everything that we've had seen so far. Now I wanna check this out. History of the Living Lands, Part 3, Glossolalia. In the ruins of Ukaizo, great city of the ancient Huana in the Deadfire, I once found a curious inscription. So Ukaizo seems to be a thing. Multiple mentions so far. And the Deadfire, I'm not sure what the Deadfire is. It feels like a region. Like in the US it would be a state, or in Germany a Bundesland. But I'm not sure. As long as it isn't marked on the map, which we only have seen the onshore so far. But we will find out. The inscription was written in 3 languages and arranged in a circle around a small pool of water. 2 of the languages were unknown to me. The first of these scripts was largely runic, rounded and orderly, and looked like it was meant to be painted rather than chiseled into stone. It put me to mind of the architecture of Angwith, with its frequent arches and odd conjunctions of angles. Hello, Sarah Harris 28. I'm doing just fine. Reading lots of lore about the living lands, getting info on how religion and world creation and mysteries worked. How you doing? What you up to tonight? The other language branched off on Longstam. This one was curious. At first I thought I was meant to read it left to right, but the characters' shapes didn't have a flow that felt intentional. It wasn't until I tilted my head that I understood it was attempting to read it on its side, that I was instead meant to read it from top to bottom and likely right to left. Fascinating. I've seen nothing like it in all Eora. Doing pretty good, thanks for asking. No problem. We're spreading love here in the stream. We're spreading everything that's good. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for helping out, growing something I love to do. And thank you for the compliment. You are now part of this. You are part of the journey and part of this stream's success. I hope you're having a good time. And I don't know if you have seen the VODs on especially this section we are in right now, because there's a lot of history. You can catch up upon, so you will grasp all the ideas that are around for the world of the living lands. Where are you from, if you don't mind? I'm from Germany, actually. Born here, raised here, still living in Germany, never lived outside here. Um, yeah. So where are you from? And more importantly, how did you find this little stream? I would be very interested. Virginia, US. So what time is it where you live now? Because it's almost 9 p.m. here in Germany. And I've never ever checked time zones for setting up a stream or something. The third of the scripts I recognized. It was near ancient Huana, a language I'd studied idly in my youth. I had been obsessed with its more logographic predecessors, far ancient Huana for many years. What a pleasure at last to see something I knew. After a few hours of meditation, I recall enough of the alphabet to take a stab at transcription. Just lurking on Avowed, so you're an enjoyer already. Almost 3 p.m. Great, so you're coming off of work, maybe, and now looking to chill a little. Do you play Avowed yourself, or are you just lurking into it and enjoying its content for free? Like, well, man, your streaming skills is cool, but I suggest you to put some graphic stuff on your channel. Banner overlay alerts panels. Yeah, but there are some. I don't know if you have seen it, but if you followed, there were a little alert there. And like panels I've made up myself. I'd stolen the overlays from the starting soon screen somewhere and modified it to my liking. Because, I'm not an artist. I'm not a very, at least creative mind. Um, about stuff like this because I freaking like playing video games and not so much designing stuff. I don't know, right now I don't have one. And I'm pretty sure right now I don't want to go down that deep into this because I have to figure out streaming first and I have to figure out other stuff. I get quite a lot of requests for exactly what you're offering here. And as I told the others already, right now creating my own stuff. And when I'm looking to get into these things, would be reaching out and researching. So if you're doing great art, I will stumble upon you. And 100% remember you as some of the first followers of the stream. So I will maybe come back one time if I'm growing. Right. So back to the history, and the transcription looks pretty crazy. Not trying to read that out loud because it's a whole section. Um, Last paragraph would be Wingaro o Vaturi, King of Ukaizo, the King of Kings. It has the cadence of a dedication. Could this last inscription be the key to deciphering the two other unknown languages? So there are parts of history that was written in a foreign language no one is really able to transcribe, even those who have studied this. And there's something about a fire-forged path. I wonder if it's possible to learn some languages, acquire some language skills within this game, so we can maybe read someday text in a different language, just translated so everyone could read it too. So on the Fireforged Path, the travels of Jarek Yiltan. The book is well worn and smells faintly of mildew. Its spine is cracked, and as you thumb through the book's pages, it falls open to a folio more ragged and dog-eared than the others. Though I was born and raised a Magranite, and a Magranite now, I will stay. As a young man, I undertook a pilgrimage to visit a holy house dedicated to every god. In so doing, I hoped to know them each the better, to take what they had to teach and sow it into my soul like so many seeds, that my soul might grow and bear only the most delectable fruit for my goddess to devour at the moment of my death. So it is with no small amount of amusement that I penned this account of my visit to once to a church of Whale, the many-eyed, many-tongued god of dreams and secrets, revelations and mysteries, and revealed to you all I learned there. So there's now like Eothas, the G dude, I didn't even remember, a W dude, and the whale. Oh, it's whale, maybe the W. I already forgot the names because there's so many. But there seems to be like a whole bulk of gods out there. And it may come to no surprise because in correct character creation we could have chosen maybe between 10 different godlike attributes for our body, mainly the face, the hair, something like this. So there were already some to choose from. All I learned there. The challenge came first in finding adherents to Wales' doctrine, for they are not often ones to announce their presence, preferring instead to build their flock from the solitary seekers who delve through ancient ruins and ruined archives in search of the strange, the bizarre, the forgotten. But persistence is my goddess' first teaching, and find them I did. The Welton's Neketakan congregation was small then, as it likely remains now, and on the morning I stumbled upon them, they were lounging like so many cats in the sun on the steps above Queen's Berth, sharing between them a bottle of arrack and pipes packed with the white leaf and ripple sponge. I knew them for Wellites, not for any badge, or robe, or trinket they wore, not for their race or age, but for the ardor of their debate on the most benign of topics. I begged that they take me to their church and permit me to worship with them, and they laughed as one, their many voices like the howling of wild dogs. They acquiesced when I told them of my quest and then invited me to sit and share their drink. I did, as the arrack burned and trailed off fire down my throat. So they are sitting there, smoking shit, drinking shit, and being the most loyal of followers to this whale guy. He's going to be a part of them by just going along with their routines. I did, and as the Iraq bill burned a trail of fire down my throat, they showed me the dimensions of their hall of worship. The stairs were the pews. They said the blue sky their ceiling, and their walls the edges of the world. All of creation sits within its bounds. As morning neared midday, they stood as one and began to climb the mountain. Where do you go now? I asked. To worship, they replied. A great wave of relief washed over me, for at last I would have my lessons from them. We climbed the many steps of Neketaka and arrived at last in the sacred stair. Where's the temple? I asked, and in response they whooped like children, rushing past me in a squall of smoke and laughter. I followed as best I could, yeah. Though I wet my good slippers in a stream and could hardly keep my feet on the moss-slick stones, and we searched soggy-footed and hollering into the Temple of God. So Sarah, if you're still here, because I remember the theme of today is people that inspired you, stuff that inspires you. So if you would like to follow along and tell a little bit about the last time you got inspired to do something, and share the story. Share a story of inspiration with everyone. Because you will be published on YouTube for that. To worship, they cried. The shoved past downstairs bent in praise of their macabre god, laughing all the while, and came to stand before the leafless tree whose boughs were hung in lanterns too numerous to count. I had nary a moment to catch my breath before the Walids were clambering into the great tree's branches. A young man pulled me up with one hand and handed me a pipe with the other. The priests of Gone screeched and wailed, and all the while we squawked like birds, our smiles wide and eyes alight with Iraq and lantern fire. The Mataru came soon after to chase us away, but not before we'd done our share of singing to the many-eyed, many-tongued god of dreams. Would that I could have stayed with them a while longer, but alas, I could not deny my soul its journey, nor the whispers of my goddess in my ear. I took again to the road in search of churches, but I must admit, even after, I longed always after for that tree. So he's like torn towards this lifestyle of drinking and smoking stuff, having fun, to study this Waileeds and the God of Dreams. But he had a desire coming up to look out for the other ones and improve in knowledge. It's Eothasian prayer. Let's see. I don't know if we read this already because oh no, we added to the journal so we didn't read this. So the prayer goes, and the sun shall break through the darkness, the new dawn arriving with the rebirth of the day. Rejoice, all ye who dwelleth in the shadow, who are broken and beaten. The winter soon comes to an end. Spring shall rise, bringing light and life to the world. Radiant light, radiant life, and thy soul shall find warmth in his arms. All creatures bask in his glory. The rays of his countenance bathe in the world, bringing an end to the night, ushering in the day. Kneel before him and wonder at his benevolence. Feel the warmth of his radiant presence. If thou art broken, he shall make thee whole. If thou art in darkness, he shall bring thee to the light. If thou art sinful, thou shalt be reborn. If thou art cold, his warmth shall bolster thee. How canst I, so lowly and worn, speak words of proper adulation? Thine eyes, whose gaze sees the sin in me, yet still shows love. Thine hands, whose grip pulls me out of darkness. Thine ears, listening to my every prayer. Thine heart, bright as the dawn, giving me warmth when I am raw. Eothas, light of spring, sun of the world, you givest me life and purpose. If thine heart be black, if thine intention be impure, thy life is forfeit. For he hath seen, he can see, he will see. Nothing is hidden from his glory. His light touches every corner of the world, nothing is hidden from his sight. If thou doesn't thy work in the dark, if thou wouldst keep thine actions hidden, thou shalt be burned in the sun of the new dawn. Day comes soon, prepare for the dawn, nothing is hidden from his reach. Pretty dramatic, but how religion and gods do their work. Pretty awesome, nothing to hide. Yeah, today I got a real dry mouth. I don't know if you hear it, but my nose is a little bit stuck sometimes. So we go through the, I think, last part of history here. It's the life and discoveries of Pentagram. Mention the name Pentagram to anyone with even a passing knowledge of animancy, you could find yourself in for a very long discussion. So they are very, very polarizing, it looks like. Publicly reviled but privately lauded as a hero and genius, Pentagram's history is at turns revolutionary, horrific, and mysterious. Pentagram was fascinated, some might say obsessed, with the concept of animancy. Also, Pentagram is a person that works in animancy and had some great revelations. It consumed his life as he dedicated everything to understand it. He would frequently travel to Aya Glenfath and Direwood to visit the Angwithan ruins. So Aya Glenfath and Direwood are places where they have some history on animancy regarding the jurisdiction. There, they are making laws to make it possible to research animancy with a long ass history of that until that happened. We learned that the last time, the last stream. So this pentagram dude just goes there too to make some research and make up his mind about animancy. There he would take notes and make sketches, bringing anything back with him that he could to help him unlock the mysteries. After years of study, Pentagram had reached a point where he could no longer conduct research on his own. And he took on an assistant, Helig of Pain. Soon Helig was making trips to Air Glenfath in Pengram's stead, gathering knowledge while Pangram stayed behind to experiment. This partnership quickly bore fruit, and Pangram made a breakthrough on one that would irrevocably change his life and the general attitude about animancy forever. So he did actually find something very great there. Very fascinating, maybe. While the specifics on his office experimentation will never truly be known, the rumors and stories that still circulate tell that he had sent out inquiries asking for life subjects for help with the dangerous experiment that might change their life or might end it. Those who were already dying were especially encouraged to apply. Response was overwhelming, and Pentagram had his pick of numerous willing bodies. That is, when he had his breakthrough, he discovered a way to fix the soul, anchoring it to its body so it couldn't leave at death. So he made souls stay forever bound to the body, even if the body is dying. It sounds like he had discovered eternal life. I'm not sure if that's as great of a thing as is depicted here, because the soul living on to that flesh, just bound there, could not leave, could not go anywhere. Not sure if that's a great ass discovery or a fate that someone wants to pick up. Because in every story you hear eternal life without a body or with a rotten body is pretty ass. His research and life's work had resulted in the greatest single discovery that any man could hope for. His findings were published and quickly spread through Valia, and beyond. While some groups, the Wiccan Church, for example, Wiccan is, these are the people we got our statue parts from already, and we're just missing one here. Just as a reminder, because we spent a hell of a lot of time in its ruins. For example, decried his work as nothing more than a blasphemy and heresy. Many put it to practice. Everyone wanted the chance at immortality. But everything comes with a cost. It quickly became apparent that simply restraining the soul while keeping the person technically alive was doing nothing for the body. As I said, great idea, bad practical thing to do. Devolving and warping the soul now trapped inside it. The creatures it created were dangerous, carnivorous beasts that killed brutally and indiscriminately. The backlash was ruthless. The praise of Pentagram's discovery was outlawed. His works were collected and burned. He and Hillig were branded heretics and hunted, chased from town to town until Pentagram simply vanished. Hillig was tracked down, captured and brought to trial for the atrocities committed against Valia and its people. The trial was barely more than a formality to bring charges against him, as everyone knew what hand he had played in the disaster. He was sent to prison for years, but eventually released once public outrage died down. Not long after this parole, he disappeared as well. Occasionally, talk surfaces that a copy of Pangram's theorem has been found, untouched by the purging flames that destroyed its brothers. These rumors seldom end up being more than that. Many groups and wealthy individuals have formed, sending out a call to anyone who will listen. Find us a copy of the theorems. They offer gold, jewels, status, anything they can to entice adventurers to help them achieve their goals. For there are those who would give anything a chance at immortality, even become a monster. So as I said, eternal life seems to be a good idea. But if it's the eternal soul, the eternal life of the soul, um, with no body to move around with and get to explore stuff, it pretty much sucks ass to be alive for that long. It's actually like most... Oh, how do I get there? Oh, fuck. Shh. Just did shit to myself. Damn. So because you need some stuff to long for. Body, no adventures, right? Sakai, you good? Ah, he's just suffering from, still suffering from the shock. Because he didn't get the buff. Food. Or the healing from the fruit. Food that I was eating.
6 years in Dawn Shore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time.
Crazy, right? Some little huts with some loot in it. Should not... Oh. Did you hear that? Sorips there. Okay, we have another book. So... we have like the Great White Stack. We may or may not find. We have the theorems of this pentagram dude that are a mysterious thing that could or could not be out there. Then we can also pick up on our way of exploring. And here's somewhere, here's a big ass chest, maybe right behind this wall. But let's take a look into the purification of the pilgrim. I hope that in coming to this place, standing before the splinter and turning my mind to prayer, that I would feel something, that I would experience the solace the other godlikes speak of, this state that they call grace. But my dreams remain as silent as this eerie godless tomb, and I am ashamed to feel so lonesome and bereft. So truly love the gods is to be faithful to the void. That is what the oracle tells me. If I look outside myself to the here and now for that which I desire, that I will always remain unsatisfied. I must go down into myself, into the still, white emptiness to discover that I already have everything I need. True. The many voices of wail I wish would whisper in my ear, even had I heard them, they would not be evidence of their love. That evidence persists already in my soul in the void to which I have not been true. And it has form from the moment they plucked my soul from the wheel and gave it unto my body to be born. It is the chime. The chime is the evidence of their love, and if it is all that I ever have of them, then I should fall to my knees in gratitude, for it is more than most kiss will get. But to know this solace that I seek, then I must give up any desire for their love and learn to love the void. Yeah, it's... Little spoiler here, it's like the dragon scroll from Pana. You got everything within you that you need to find success and happiness in life. You just need to find it. Water beetle. East one. Bam! Took half HP on that one. Got him into this very stunning combo. 3 hits. Okay. Got him. Other, no problem. Problem. Getting here much earlier with way less upgrades and equipment. I can get there. Sure. This would have been quite a hard fight. Sure, that too. You guys can hear that, right? Somewhere in here. It's a freaking hidden treasure. There it is. Wow. Another greater element. Grimoire. Let's go. But there's something in this too. May or may not come to discover. Okay, I can go. It's just out of reach, I guess. Can I go up there somehow? To parkour my skull and body up there. Doesn't look like it. Okay, can we go more here? No. So we have to go up there. Here. So we have to go through here and maybe...
A pulse beating out of time. Shouldn't be disturbed.
This voice that talks to me every now and then is maybe... There's another prayer. Is maybe one of the gods' voices that I'm pretty sure it's one of the gods that's talking to me, but we have yet to find out which one is talking to us. Wait. Let's go. With the consecration prayer, with this leaving of his precious body, we commemorate our most glorious God with all his saints. Let us commend ourselves and one another and our whole life to Eothas, the Dawn Treader. For this holy house, for those who enter it with faith, reverence, and the fear of our God, we consecrate this temple in his name. Eothas, have mercy on our souls. But I don't know.
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and fading roots, this place would be kind of nice.
I agree on that. Sarcophaguses. A device to power something. Add it again. Let's turn blue. Sure. So this should have opened something. Ah, there you go. There are two devices. Activated this one.
There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it.
Splinter of Eothas.
A false idol. It waits.
What?
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Get away from me. Stepped. Stolen off the fighters. Blast them with magic. Godless execution. What in the fuck? Okay, but he seems to be quite an easy foe. He healed completely, man. sucks. Okay, let's eat something to regenerate. Done. And we got him stunned. Nice. Got this right. Oh, sure. Killed him. And we got him stun locked again. Gotcha, man. Gotcha. So, those were a lot of skeletons. Wow. But we got the splinter of Eothas. There you go. A brittle shard of shin bone purportedly chiseled from the skeleton of Eothas god Titan. It's a part of something in Ukaizo. I tell you, this place is real. Like maybe Atlantis is. Adra, nice, golem, sword, and some resources. Very worth it for the Adra, for upgrading stuff later on, and unlocking upgrades. So, let's loot this guy. It's Fury, nice. And let's check for something there. This one. This turns blue. Barret door. Sure. Making me hot 2 point, but can maybe go around. Still have to turn right. Big time, right? Purple sack Fargus, like that. Gold, more gold, and resources for upgrades. Did that? Actually? Yeah, what's this room? Find a way into that still. Oh, there you go. History of living lands, even the next part. Very tight space to fight in. Don't like that. But very worth tomb raiding here. Very, very worth. Yeah, I got that, so we can unlock this door. See the shadow? Like this black kind of tingly things. These are some sorts of things that a goddess has given to me, because I'm a godlike. Exactly. It looks like here, right? So we have redacted, whatever redacted means. Let's see. The History of the Living Lands, Part 4. Every page of this book has been painted black except for the very last, which features a large drawing of an unusually ornate key and a note written in the root of an unknown language. Beneath them, someone has scribbled. How do their agents keep finding my work? They've already defaced 3 versions of this volume alone. I don't know what they find so objectionable about my theories on the meaning of the godless language. But I'm done rewriting it. You bastards win. No more. The note above has been amended by a more measured hand, likely sometime after the first note was written. I've compared my notes regarding the inscription from Ukaizo with the script on the intact clay tablet in my lab and realized they share several shapes in common. I may be able to make some headway in translating this if I can find an expert in the godless. Another amendment follows, but that too has been mostly blacked out. Near the end of the redaction, the paint suddenly runs off the edge of the page and a splash of blood stains the margins. All you can make out of this pair of shaky sentences circled several times. Jis, could that mean God? Jis is God, obviously. There's nothing else. Seen something, but I think let's have a real quick look at the documents. So we found part 1, 3, and 4, so we are missing out on part 2, which is somewhere hidden. Or we just run past it. I don't even know. And I don't know if it's worth looking for. What's this? Oh, man, that was... Kai scared me there for a second.
That earthquake must have got something loose. Well, better a flood than a cave-in.
Yeah, so now that we picked up the splinter, I think there... Did not came from here, right? Did we? Did everything change based on that earthquake that was going on? Look around here. Oh, yeah. This was the place I couldn't gone to last time because it was high up in the air. There is some treasury to be found by us. Let's go. Okay, so the earthquake made some water appear. So everything's taking place a bit higher now. Step in. Here, so the question is, do I go into this hut? I think the answer is yes. Took some fall damage because this is just a little loot chamber. It looks like. The door opened. Some more resources. A potion. Maybe another potion. Yes. Worth the trip. Yeah, here, this was a place we fought before. Let's go here. And we're in a new area. Something as if it was a hint to where to go next. I'm just sit up straight again. So, as it looks like, quick reminder, Sarah Harris did not stay in the stream. Just came by complimenting on everything, trying to start a conversation to sell her services. This is some animancy stuff, I guess. I go down there and cannot go up again. Let's check this place first. Can I come to here again? Yeah, it looks like. Check this out. There's some loot somewhere. Very interested in destroying all those pots because there might be something, and freaking full of FOMO. Unbar a door. Okay. Let's go. Which place is that? Sure, let's go back then. And check this purple lightning room thingy. Where you have to crawl into first. Up. Into here.
Something's not right here. Take a look around.
Take a look around, he says. Counter. It's purple. Yellow, an orange item. Lots of bodies. Strange purple atmosphere with the strange purple lights. Binding of souls, even. Okay. Take a sip, guys. More than an hour has passed. Remember to stay hydrated. Okay. Now we're ready for the binding of souls. The margins of this text are scribbled with notes and references. The ink-stained pages appear to have seen much use in earlier times, so someone using this book very frequently. And transference of souls is a practice both ancient and sophisticated. There is evidence that the Angwithans were particularly adept at this, yet few details have survived them. Someone scrolled Annals of the Pargrunen, pages 382 to 6 below this paragraph. What is known is that the removal of a soul is a difficult process and one that requires an expert hand and precise tools for any chance of success. Early attempts on a test pool of 138 goats left most of the subjects with maimed or fractured souls. In all but 2 of the 11 instances where the souls was successfully removed, the essence dissipated before scholars could capture it. So 138 goats were test subjects, and 11 experiments were successful. But out of this 11, 9 of the souls dissipated before any scholar could capture it. So only 2 successful soul transfers out of the body into something. The words transfer to holding vessel are written and underlined in the margin. The process requires conductive materials, copper and Adra, specifically. Immersion in water is important to ensure that the soul is drawn in a steady and uniform manner. With no distortions or breakages. A warped soul is at best useless and at worst unpredictable. An arrow points from this paragraph to a scrunch note. Extraction pool in CR 18 feet wide by 3 feet deep. We have since mastered the process of soul transference and have seen the benefits of infusing forged work with the essence of animals and wilder. What remains to be seen is whether we might see greater gains from using the souls of kith, where we would procure the appropriate subjects, and how much personality and autonomy we would want to leave intact in such cases. A string of notes winds around and below this paragraph, beginning with criminals, prisoners of war, volunteers, ? And ending with forged guardians in block letters. These notes are crossed out and below them is written, but what of the divine soul? So there could be a divine soul. And I've learned something from the last times we did this, so we save before picking up another orange item. It's Jada's journal. So this is the troop. The troop we are looking for. The adventurers. And it looks like they've been all murdered for quite some time. Flies hanging around. We take this. Okay. Just a heavy pickup sound. Nothing's happening right now. Maybe the game's paused, though. Free pre-order 2830. New orders came down from Darien today, where to be sent to the living lands. The diplomatic corps has established an embassy in the port city of Paradis, and they need support cataloging the unusual runes there. No doubt it will take months, perhaps a year or two at the very least. I had promised Rodwin I would be in High Crown to celebrate Inestu with him, and the children especially, since it'll be Miri's coming of age, but how often are you given the opportunity to lay the foundation of study for previously undiscovered ancient culture? True. I'm sure he'll understand, and Mary, well, I think my daughter will be glad I'm gone. So Mary is his daughter, or her daughter, Jeddah. It's not like the gods are making new continents. The world is getting smaller every day. 17 Previerno, 2830. Oh no, it's counting forwards, okay. It always seems as though the moment I finally get my sea legs, we're pulling into harbor. And a charming harbor it is, despite what Darren told me, and not nearly so dangerous as the clerks in High Crown warned. I swear on the Queen. Half my countrymen resent any city that isn't the Emperor's purely on principle. There was a letter waiting for me when I arrived at the embassy. Embassy, maybe it's embassy. I suppose Rodwin sent it before I left. The cowards filed for dissolution of our marriage. Cowards filed for dissolution. So Rodwin was going for dissolution of marriage, so divorce basically. But he couldn't muster the stones to tell me to my face. Let him assume it never arrived, for I certainly won't dignify it with a reply. This whole episode has given me a blinding headache, a horrible pinching sensation right behind the eyes. 21 Preverno 2830. We've had a few days to settle into life at the embassy while the powers that be argue about how to best to make use of us. While I was resting, the ambassador's clerk took the scouts to some dreadful little swill house in a rough part of town. Naturally, a couple of the younger lads poisoned themselves with alcohol. The mother in me wants to be serious, but I can hardly muster the energy. As long as Offric's voiding his stomach in the canals and instead of the bunkhouse, it's not my business at all. I think I'll take the team to Fort Northreach, see if we can't help their archivist identify the purpose of the godless runes there. 1 Tariverno, 2831. Blessed New Year. The team acquitted themselves well at the fort with Caedmon's help. Was able to get down into the basement of the ruins there and take a good look at the construction. Naturally, I left the notes I took at the fort. I feel like I can hardly even think these days. The thing is written different here. But I believe maybe it's a hint of some sorts. But I believe I remember enough of what I learned to write a satisfactory report for the ambassador. Could those ruins have been the site of a fertility temple? I mean, goodness, look at the shape of their buildings. So, fertility, so maybe the buildings look like dicks or boobs. Did not appear to me, but we will sure take a closer look from now on. The Steel Garant Inquisitor attached to the embassy, I don't know, man. What does this word even mean? Let me look it up real quick. Embassy. Okay. It's embassy. So, The steward attached to the embassy has uncovered rumor of a holy relic in the cave here in Dawnshore, and she's suggested we might want to investigate. I know I should be eager to get down there to explore, but I've hardly been able to get off my bedroll since we've returned to Paradis. I'll bet there's a cursed tablet with my name on it that Rudwin installed at the Temple of Skainback in High Crown. Nothing else could explain the hideous nightmares I've been having. Mushrooms erupting from my skin, my eyes replaced by quivering stalks, Miri turning into a tree, Rudwin spitting in hair and splitting in hair and opening like a flower. No matter what drug I take or to which god I pray, they refuse to go away. That even rhymed. 6 Prepima. 2831. I collapsed while we were gearing up in the market, and none of the merchants would help me off the ground. One of them muttered something about soul plague and ran off to tell his mates. I tried to tell the man I wasn't sick, just going through a divorce, but I couldn't speak. It was like my tongue had turned to mud. The Inquisitor pulled me aside when the boys got me back to the embassy. She was able to press the locals for more about the relic. Apparently it was taken from the Eothas Titan skeleton, the very one I made my reputation discovering, and it's well known for its ability to heal anyone who holds it. I cannot delay any longer. I must find it. So Jeddah was going through the symptoms of the soul plague, it looks like, or the dream scourge. Hey man, I got a ability point. Nice. Ability point. We wanted to go for this because with this book in hand, should be able to cast level 2, right? This should be. We have to check this out. We have to test it against some projectiles there. Character. Let's go for yeah, what did we want to do? Want to max out these kind of things, but get everything to 5 for sure. Right, more range, more crit. Next is attack speed and action speed, and then some flat damage. Okay, this is for sure the people we are looking for. This. Okay, Adra Pillar. Yeah, this expedition. This is. I think these are the guys from the expedition. More materials for upgrading stuff. So very worth going down. This is a furnace. Get burned. And it's kind of fresh because fire's still in here. Right? Stored everything, I guess. Let's head back to where we came from. Can we? Oh no, there's maybe this is a door. Switch. These two were connected actually. Okay, let's see. This is something, some door. Should have came across already. Sure, where we are. I'm pretty bad at remembering. Oh, there is this thing. Here. Can we? Let's see. We can put the splinter in there because it's shiny. Now, did we read this already? Did not have to wonder. It's gone, but it's still with me. What form should our reliquary take that is fit to hold the splinter? Where in were I in Hykran still, I would petition the church for ivory, gems, and gold, for this remnant of this holy body is worth all the wealth of the empire and more. Being as I am sequestered here, I will make do instead with the wealth of the land, granite from the tallest peaks, clay from the fertile riverbeds, and trunks from the most aged trees. I must work without ceasing until it's done. The memory of my lord cannot endure delay. So we killed Sargemas along the way because he was scared that we could damage this titan. Right? Because we turned on electricity for that. It's beginning to take shape. I thought at first a sanctuary would be appropriate, a temple with this temple of the godless. A temple within this temple of the godless. But when I prayed over my plans for the building's construction, I received a vision of Eothas Titan as it had existed in its time, a body of strange flesh and bone, hundreds of feet tall, astride the land with the Pantheon at his side, facing down the forces of chaos like 11 colossal ships of the line. What crisis manifested them and inspired them to act? I know not, but I shall remake him as he was in my own fashion. He's complete. I don't even know these time spans, but this is over a year of work. Pretty sure 2028 into 2029. But no idea how long a year is, if it is 365 days like in real life. Because those days or months or whatever are I'm not familiar with. But the statue I've made is inert, lifeless, dull. The work of my hands does not dignify the splinter. There is something deficient in it, and in me. I must destroy it and begin again. Somewhere later that year, he's made anew. His effigy is formed from granite, clay, and wood still, but they shelter now a precious Adra core. It glimmers even in the low light of this cavern's ceaseless evenings. He brings the dawn to this penumbral place as the light of his attention once brought to my soul. In the Empire, they celebrate spring dawn today, or they would have prior to the Saints' War. I wonder, what of him remains in the beyond after his dissolution at Ukaizo? I long to be with him again. What if I do not have to wonder? So we can put the splinter in there. Can we? What is up with this Adra there? Now that we read about what we have to do with the Adra, can we interact? We can interact with this. Okay, let's fucking go.
Sense waits on you. Essence. Yes, we know this melody. A part of the statue, a piece that yearns for its true place. Combine them. Join soul into body. Let it sing for us.
Yeah, it's right. We ran past this the first time because it was not glowing like this.
Feast? Famine? We could not say.
We.
Adra dulls on
It's
night.
we.
We
Our.
sense an acorn.
Acorn?
Possibility.
Why do you want to finish?
It dreams in colors we have never seen. Would we use it? We cannot know. It
Yeah.
must be complete.
Alright.
What will bloom? We await.
This should. Yeah.
Back with us?
Place the splinter. Let's place this splinter in there and see what will happen. So I would predict this thing starts to move. Either Get? Okay. So that's a great ass cliffhanger because I need to help out the wife for a second. And we will come back to this right here. We saved the game. And we're hitting a little break for now. I'll give you some music to chill to on your ears. And we will see how this goes, right? So I'll be back in a few minutes and we're gonna activate this Titan, this statue, this whatever that is, and we will see what will happen. Mikrofon check 1, 2, 1, 2. Hallo, hallo, and welcome back. Break is over, and we have to check sound real quick. Oh, sound is there. Oh no, don't do that. Save again. So there's two possibilities. Either when something's very bad gonna happen if we put in a splinter, or something very great is gonna happen. For real, I'm gonna pray for option number 1, but let's see. Press F.
For a heart, we will speak to you.
Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Wow. I'm at least a little bit disappointed. Okay, let's talk again here. Let's see.
It wakes, a host, form-given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout, fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift?
We can't even destroy it. Do we choose a path of destruction? Why should I trust you with this?
Prison holds us, silences us. The years fade like leaves.
Us. They are talking about us.
Warm fire, soothing rain. We could walk gently in this body, tend, grow, learn anew. But we must claim it.
How?
A shard of Adra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way.
What would it do with this?
Not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand?
Okay. This Adra thing is multiple things. Because it's always talking about we. Could we touch the world? We would possess it. We. But I don't know. It could be the ending, but we give it.
Vessel to hold
Give
us.
it to them.
We will remember this.
Because now we got a stone.
Adra strains.
What does it say?
Aches.
Like a scratch in a board.
Barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction. Then, when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Pull the lever at the workstation. What workstation? The lever at the workstation. Let's see. Here's something. Workstation like. Is there a lever to pull? Lever. Let's go. Charges up, left and right.
New earth to till, we flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
We. Who the fuck is we? Attack this. Let's bolts. No. Some interaction now that his eyes got purple. Alright, we can't even pull this out. Let's see the quest journal. Don't try to find someone to report at the embassy. Embassy. In Paradis. So we have to go to Paradis then. Everything we're about to do. So we picked up this ancient artifact. Got this guy alive, which Adra might take over this body. But Adra seems to be... Second, just swinging the banhammer real quick on this bot selling stuff. I'm gone. And we killed this Oracle guy. And now we have to... the embassy. Turn the Adra. Land deeds, acquiring. 3 of those quests. Onshore. Settler. Utility Bishop in Hightown. Gearman's notes. Hightown, it's within, it's within, it's within. Yeah, everything's within. So we take this and travel back to Dawnshore, right? Okay, that was the Pilgrim's Path. Where we gained almost...
Didn't leave much time for renovations.
Yeah, he's talking shit. But we can't go into Paradis, right? So to the left, this region to the left, like there, there's no shot of making it there. Here we just can go into. And this to the right, there's no possibility. So we've seen everything of Dawnshore except Paradis and Cage and the Strangled. So let's head over. Party camp. Check for upgrades real quick. Because we found another piece of this. That's what we found. Was it just a splinter? Wait a second. Snap. Snap every more shot, exploding the shockwave. Okay, we didn't find a bond. Okay, okay. I was... Let's check real quick. Unlocks Grimoire Mastery. Purchasing. This wizard spell allows you to cast it without the need for a grimoire. Additionally, casting the purchased spell from a grimoire powers it casting as a rank higher. So we have to check this out. But we did not find another piece of the statue, right? It doesn't look like it. I really thought, but I think it was the splinter we put into the statue, right? So can do glimmering embers, moderate fire to nearby enemies. % of maximum health. It's very strong. It's high stun. Okay, so you can play on a parry path or a regeneration path there. Check for regular updates now. Can't upgrade. Things. Question is it worth upgrade? I think so, right? We got nothing to upgrade. Because it's hardwood now. Wood. Some hide or Helios Talon. So let's go for 1 out of 4 Adra. So to upgrade, fine. We need Adra anyways. Way more softwood branch. So we just keep it and wait until we want to use it, right? We are pretty good with the setup we have right now. Because we're using those 4 spells, we have to check out if the empowerment works or if we have to go for the mastery. Like here, this one. Mastery. I think that's a pretty good one. Level 5 Grimoire spells and increase the essence cost of everything 10%. That's really good. Really like that. Then we can go into those. Grimoire Mastery. Those things. Bold. Yeah. Great damage. Bounce and attacks. Um, 25. Yeah. So let's see. What do we want to do? We want to go and take a look if we can get into Paradis for now. Start here. If not, it is undeniably clear that we have to progress the main story quest, right? Or we can now get into the city because we've seen.
Paradis residents can come in until the lockdown is lifted.
Okay. Residents. But here are more people, it feels like. On guy, let me talk to you. Didn't get through there. Okay, city's still on lockdown. So we did everything we could in Dawnshore. As for what I know now, let's check the map real quick. Yeah, we can go here and here. See if there's something, but everything else is unreachable. There are 2 islands that might have something on them. Those are out of reach. 100%. Let's sprint around the corner real quick and Let's have a look at this small piece of land. Something else to loot. A secret entry to something. Here in these ruins, there's nothing. Maybe we can go up here. Yeah, we can. Have a look around. There are enemies. And a backpack. And a distant record. Best toss in all of Paradis. Rinko hit the dock. Ganera, middle of river, furthest boat, hit the water wheel. Each entry is a different handwriting. The fourth entry is scratched out. Next to it's written liar, followed by Vash's crude doodles litter the other half of the page. Okay. Water wheel. Damn, from up here? That's pretty wide. Okay, so enemies inside. Still. It's like inside this. And on this level. So this is the place where I've been already. Southern Paradis. I don't know what enemies hide inside Paradis. Maybe they're just unfriendly. It's this barred door. Can't get into this. Maybe those are plagued ones by the Dream Scourge. And that's why they're marked as enemies. Can go down right here. Check out Riverside. For anything, like a treasure, some plants maybe. There's nothing to gain here. Except this ladder. Takes us nowhere. Okay. Shit. Okay, well this would not have taken me anywhere. Some Kraken horn. Okay, got it. So yeah. There's nothing left to explore, and we got 10:30 already. So let me double check if that writer guy is interested in playing some Monster Hunter. Okay, there are quite some interesting constructions here. Maybe there's some loot. Here came the instant answer. And this was a very See, 1 minute. So that rather guy's down for some Monster Hunter. Nice. So a little bit of loot here. All these connected islands. Master of all parkour. The scholar dude himself. Let's check those other islands real quick. Going around, where was it? Like here? Sure, let's go there. Because everywhere could be some nice loot. And we can check real quick on the friendly Xurib. Something's up with him. We haven't checked him in a while, and so much happened all along. Chattering. Anything else? Okay. Got it. So, out there. Looks like this should be one of the islands. This one. Ooh. Second. Just seen that. Crack them open. Let's check. And another. Look underneath the surface of the sea. Just find nothing. It's not climbing. Go nothing here. It's those. Nothing here. Bonus threshold. Okay. Nothing. Got nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So everything white is rather unreachable. So we tried our very best to get there. Yeah. I think we explored Dawnshore. So that rider guy is ready for some action. So we go to the Stranglewood Beacon. Log off here. And next time, which will be on Monday, step into the Strangleroot. Find out more about whereabouts. Maybe getting into Paradis. Let me switch scenes real quick. On my Discord sound. And let's boot up Monster Hunter then. So for now, that was it. That was everything of Avowed for today. We finished Pilgrim's Path. We completed the Temple of Eothas with killing the Oracle inside and obtaining a splinter of a Titan from back in history that we put into the statue that was made by the Oracle, and we leave it there for the voice, which titles them their selves as a community, because it always speaks in plural, to leave it there. And we will see what this will bring down the line story-wise. Maybe we just enabled a cataclysmic event for the ending, or the path to something very healthy happening to the living lands. We will find out for sure. So I gotta switch up the category real quick because we are not playing any Not anymore. Do this. We do this. Progress. Main story quest is what we doing. Fighting sword and shield Aztecs. And maybe hammer. Strong. Just 10 tags. Okay. So we are into this. Now let's try reach out to that other guy. Let's see, Discord works. Greetings.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Can hear you, but not as loud as
oh, yeah,
ever.
my mic was up. My bad.
Okay, nice. So sounds seem to work. At least it's what the bars show. And we, I know what we've learned from last time. We not switch scenes right away because we just create a private lobby first.
Yeah, I already made one. I think it's
Nice.
faster if I send you the link
Yeah.
or the thing.
Okay. Why can't I?
Member
Okay.
list.
Private lobby. No, not create. Lobby search. Lobby ID. Case sensitive. Use 8 alphanumeric. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's check this. There's the code. Got it. Searching. Let's see how this works. So, how was the week overall? It's Friday. Weekend starts.
My week was kind of chill, to be honest.
Nice.
Probably have to do some shopping over the weekend, but apart from that, I'm all set.
Very nice. Today's login bonus. What? Oh yeah, every day is login bonus time, right? My controller does not work. Why does it not work? Don't tell me it's broken. Please don't tell me that.
Nah.
Ah, no, there you go. Okay. First collect the login bonus real quick. Okay. So we finished Pilgrim's Path and Avowed right before this game. And we found some crazy stuff. Like a whole lot of history lesson, which was kinda exhausting to go through.
Yeah, there's a lot of reading.
Oh, a hell lot of story. Like reading the Bible, I would describe it. But we found also a shard from past times, which the voice was very attracted to, that came up from time to time. Killed the oracle inside because we powered up a golem or something that did literally nothing.
Okay.
And the voice from the Adra convinced us to leave the splinter within the golem and made it their vessel. It was always talking plural, so I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but we will see. So I think I have two theories on that. It could be either we worked on a great ending there, because the Adra or whatever is inside is an old civilization. It comes back to life and I don't know, replenish everything in the living lands when it helps us defeat the Dream Scourge. Or the exact opposite. They are like prisoned away souls because they are maybe the root of the Dream Scourge or something. Reason for apocalypse. It's not very clear what would happen if they get out of the Adra.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like there's more to unravel there, to be
A
honest.
lot more. A lot more. I'm fucking confused. I don't know. Do you remember the part of the ancient memory that we unlocked in a like second or third episode? This was like pure confusion too. So Nothing.
Oh, that one that seemed completely out of place.
Yeah,
Like
on the broken
yeah.
bridge, like a little glimmer, and then it's a story told where I have to make a choice what the story was like
Mm-hmm.
without knowing anything about circumstances or consequences or stuff like that. So
Yeah.
maybe it's part of that. But let's check if we find communication, link party. Let's see. There you go. So I can invite you instantly into link party. We are in the lobby. And with this, I might have spoiled or shown the private lobby thing. Okay, don't go on that.
It's fine.
But if I invite you into the link party, do you have to open the menu where the private lobby thing is shown?
I don't think so. No, I just hold start and it takes me like right to the accept invite screen
Okay, okay.
when it pops up.
So I had some time on my hands yesterday evening,
Mm-hmm.
so I completed all the optional quests at least
Nice.
once,
So
and
did
I
I.
crafted every possible armor I could.
Okay, I
Like
did
every
not
single
do
one.
that.
I
But
wanted to play a little more because the little one is with her mother, with her grandma now, so we got time off with the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to farm some more little monsters to create every single piece of armor, but I did not make that in time.
That's fine.
But I got every weapon, so I did the Aqua Hammer, the Balahara Hammer too.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have every weapon I could possibly have right now. And
Okay.
every armor so far. Let's see. How can I show that? Like here, so that everyone can see that can be doing stuff. So everything with a red treasure chest next to it is within my inventory, my thingies where I store items
Mm-hmm.
and can pull them out. So the first sets are all completed. Bolakshi is, I think it's the little insects we fight very early on. Did just not have fought enough of them to unlock the rest. Talioth are those desert raptors, which we do not fight at all. And then here's some cut cabra to unlock still, chemetries to unlock still. So we can do that if we like to, but I'm really into progressing because I can stay up very late today.
Uh-huh.
Work tomorrow, I have to get going around 12:30-ish.
Okay.
So, and I can sleep in because there's no kid waking us up. Vespoid armor, one set. Lullabarina, I ran out of focus to complete a set. Conga set, I even completed because I fought him in the option quest again.
Mm-hmm.
Bella, and every equipment piece I have, I upgraded to the max because there's only 4 levels to it. And you have a shit ton of armor spheres. I've seen.
Oh.
I had like
Okay.
I have 100 left now. And I had like 120 or 130 even. And upgraded every piece that I'm wearing right now. So it's 4 pieces Balahara. And this one because this looks way better than this, I think.
Okay. I haven't made anything new, to be honest. I
And even
pretty
some
much
Duna.
just kill some monsters.
Okay. And some Uzduna equipment. It has 26 armor per piece. Unupgraded.
Oh yeah, that was funny. When I did
Here's an
that
inventory.
that optional quest for the with Duna or whatever it's called, I got 2 plates.
Okay.
One from carving and one from the quest itself.
But there's no new weapon unlocked, right? From Uzduna.
I don't think so, no.
So let's talk to Alma then. Main quest. To unlock those. But Uvduna is the first 2-star. They're there.
Okay. That's a start. I saw there's an event quest that goes away in like 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah, we have to grind Hunter rank 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
We're
we
trying.
have to push story.
Understood.
Sure.
Shall we begin the search?
So let's fucking
Let's be
go.
on our way.
Any idea where she might have gone?
Search for Maki.
Looking for a monster den where auric oil can be gathered. I asked Hebron for some directions and gave the scent to our scout flies. He said the exit near the phone book is our best bet.
I was really hoping to unlock some funny stuff here. I think this will come with time because 3 folks building stuff.
Just follow the scout flies. They know where to go. Hebron warned me that oil accumulates in this area very easily. It'd be like walking through tar. Best to avoid it.
Yeah, let's auto run because I'm just... Oh, right now we're in the...
Pop-up camp?
It's another pop-up camp. Oh, and while I was doing optional quest, no shit that you mentions it, I've lost a pop-up camp to La Labarina,
Oh,
actually.
okay. Didn't lose any yet.
Run, man. Okay, let's go. Yeah, just a pop-up message that the camp is under attack.
Getting close.
Quest invitation. No,
Yeah, just ignore that. I'm gonna join yours.
Okay.
This must be what they were gathering.
There was a monster in Monsanto Worlds that was in this muddy kind of environment too, right?
Isn't this?
Like a
The
fishy...
Baroth.
It's still in pretty good shape. It looks
What's his
like
name?
Or which, well, I mean, technically, I guess there's 2. Like the Baroth, who covers himself in mud,
they couldn't have gone far.
and
But it was
the
like
fish
a fishy
thing.
thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. First exploding weapon. Rumpopolo. Ramalama Bomb Bomb. Rumpopolo. Damn. Poison. Poison monster.
It looks pretty angry.
Yeah.
It's definitely not happy we're here.
I hope nothing happened to them. But we won't find out until we deal with this thing first.
Right.
She's talking about we, like my wife does, if she's up to something.
Popolo is a brute rider. It favors swampy terrain.
Okay. I think you...
Okay,
Can
first
join now.
invitation, accept and depart. Communication error, okay. Invitation list, we try this again.
That's withdrawn from the quest, what?
Yeah, something... I just fainted. Communication error. I can't join you for some reason. Maybe because it was... I don't know.
Okay, start fighting.
Yeah, just to start it, we'll try to join. Accept and depart.
Has accepted a quest and is waiting
There we
for
go.
us to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to grind this dude a few times for the first poison weapons. Awesome. And
Oh, who's
Uh,
that?
because
Fuck.
he's a little bit taller than the others, I can send right between his legs. Oh. Just keep slashing him. To me, heals inbound. Nice. I've seen a short about the wrong ways of playing Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Seen that too?
No, not yet.
Like it's pretty old. I remember it from back in the days with other Monster Hunter sequels, but it was about like one dude playing Monster Hunter and the other one comes by, just talking shit. So he's just watching around the corner, hitting the TV, and complaining about the ones playing that he get its cat with on to the missions. Then he leaves that out. Then he plays Hammer, but with elements. That was something that he complained about. Then he pulled out the longsword, and he was again complaining that longsword is not meta. No one plays this shit. So,
Okay.
so he couldn't do anything right at all to play Monster Hunter the way he likes to play and satisfy his roommate.
I mean, it sounds about right. Everyone's always complaining.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh god damn it. Okay.
Got poison? No, right? No. Oh, hello.
Damn it.
If you're doing a focus attack and attached to a wound, and you have an attack that throws you upwards, can you? Yeah, you can mount after that. Okay, I should answer it already. So he's about to tip over, trying to attack the head, and.
Oh, of course, now he's paralyzed.
Now I'm paralyzed. Wow.
Come on.
The horns! That is quite tough.
Alright.
Wait a second, here are some exquisite fossils. What's this?
Oh. Oh, it's fighting something. It's a turf war.
Careful.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
Oof.
What is this?
I have no idea.
It looks like
Ow!
a not so powerful version of Diablo.
A little bit, yeah. Looks a bit like
Let's-
Diablo.
let's
From
fuck
from
it.
Diablo 2 though. Like he changed his look so much.
And wait until he goes on rage.
Ow.
Fire element. Nice. Maybe that's the other part where we get some fire weapons.
Maybe.
Because Chemetries did not give a hammer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a sword and shield you can build from his parts. Have to resharpen. It's little ones. Oof. Right into us. Did you unlock a new quest too? Because of slaying this little thing here?
No, I didn't see anything pop up.
Ah no, copper. One sec, I have to put in my headset because it turned off otherwise. He's fucking me up. Okay. Now back, he's throwing meteorites. I mounted him! Let's
Nice.
go, let's fuck him up. Alright, go to the tail maybe? To the head?
Oh,
Okay, wound on the
let's
head,
go this way.
and he's tipping over. An Adra Rakan it is.
Ouch.
Yeah, body slam shit.
He has some like Chinese lion vibes.
Yeah. But not the good one from the festival. The New Year's festival or something. Like a bad spirit one.
Well, is he angry now? Yep, he is.
And another paralysis. Do we have a paralysis sword too?
Yeah.
Stack paralysis right now. Okay. Is it right the effect has like diminishing returns?
They do.
Okay.
I think all statuses have diminishing returns.
Okay, wait a second. I have to carve.
Oh, what the hell?
This one. Oops. Galley drones. Okay. Here we go. Raw meat.
What the fuck?
What's this even?
Oh, you should have seen that. What the hell?
Bomb beetle. Bomb pots. Yeah, I'm coming right now. So where did he go? Check map real quick. Are you still fighting him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. These dudes don't leave me alone. Come on, Bertolt. Pick me up. Let's go. Try to do this.
Shit.
I'm coming. Coming for ya.
Oh no.
I gladly has jumped over that. So wait, if he's on a diminishing return, sharpen
blast
and then I
blade.
switch to hammer. Switch just like
Oh.
that. And smack, 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 smack. Where did he go?
Ow.
Come on.
Shit.
Maybe I can knock him over. Not like that. Yeah, there you go. And smack, 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 and giant smack. So you're working on a tail, trying to cut it off?
Mm-hmm.
See that, just realized that. Come on, brother. Let me smack you in the face. Okay,
Okay.
powerbomb me.
Shit. Okay, get away.
I don't know, it feels very different that the camera animation stops if you're not hitting the monster. Like you're getting stuck in the ground.
Yeah, true.
That wasn't in the earlier sequels, right?
I think it was, actually.
Yeah, don't remember that. Because it's very annoying. No movement, no recover, nothing. Heavy blunt pod. Come on!
Actually,
Let's go.
let me get off that water moss.
Wow.
Alright. Oh. Oh, he turns a lot. God damn it.
What?
I think he's tired.
Can debuff of some sort. But yeah, he's tired. Can now get him.
He still manages to swoop me away. Come on.
Okay, my cold drink is running out.
Swear to God, stop dodging.
We're using a deodorant. I ain't got no deodorant on me. So I will explode in a few.
I just have to
9,
dodge it a couple
8,
times.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's see what happens. 2, 1. BAM! Wow. That thing now gets the kill. Will be sad. And do your focus attack on the tail.
Oh yeah.
That way.
Nice, there we
Tail is
go.
broken. Analysis. Shh. Stay. A little bit. Tip over once. Okay, don't forget the tail.
Oh yeah, true.
I got a
Oh,
Jurakan
why?
tail.
I feel very slow for some reason.
Yeah, blinded everyone. Almost killed me. Fuck off, little monster.
Nice.
Very good. Did you see that? The cat dropped the shock trap and it didn't step in. The monster fell and it just picked it up again.
Yeah.
Nice. That's possible. Because it was really frustrating when you sent your cat to place a trap in worlds and the monster just ran away. Fucking trap
True.
wasted. And it couldn't lay another because there was one active.
Pit elevator. What is this? Lump of what? Lump of blast coal. Oh geez.
What's this for?
You can roll this apparently. Roll?
Maybe it's an environmental thing.
And then oh yeah, and then it blows up. So if there's something sleeping down there, then you can I guess roll the boulder or whatever.
It's an elevator. You can roll it instead of a barrel bomb.
Or you can put barrel bombs there and then use the boulder.
True.
Maximize damage.
True. It's an elevator. I really want to take it. I'm just
I think
trying
it goes
out.
back to the city. Not sure.
It's a lake. Wiggly lychees. Snow herbs. It's healing freaking water. Supplies have been restocked. Anti-mite. Stalactite. This looks like a... to fight a boss in. I found Dragonite ore.
Nice.
That feels early. It is a very hot area. To survive. Okay, I'm coming. So my mount is confused.
I should look over there.
Campsite. Discovered. So go for it. Didn't know. I do not know how to get to you. Because my dinosaur thingy is quite confused. There's another of these. Ever we just killed.
Okay.
Just another one. Ah, now I'm right on track. Deep mud. Sleep. Throwable. Wait, I think I have barrel bar. Yeah, I have.
Set a bomb.
Damn.
417. What? What kind of bomb did you use?
I use normal bombs. I think the gases from the geyser in the middle blew up or something.
Oh, okay. Here's a shock trap. What's that? Here. Step. Psh.
Nice.
Got it.
I didn't manage to cut off the tail though.
Let's see. Pray for poison sac. Rumpumpolo hide. Hide. Beak. Okay, got a beak. Is there something interesting to loot around here? Is it no? What's this? Auric oil? Exquisite fossil? Auric oil. Somewhere here, there. Eat that later. See you
Probably,
later.
yeah.
Alligator. Let's go. First quest of the evening. Poison sac. Nice. Got one.
Yep. And some ore and some armor spheres.
Successful mounts. I'm a mounter.
Good hunt.
Bounty.
Let's go find Maki. She can't
Oh yeah.
Two parts broken. Nice.
Meow.
Cool hurt himself when we were running.
Think I twisted
Rook
something.
cool.
This is all my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh, lighten up. I'll be fine. I can't wait to see the boss's face. He'll get it. Oh! Our way then! So, what's your story, friends?
We came here looking for you. The chief told us what happened. Did he change his mind? Wish me luck?
He was worried about you.
Oh, okay. But look! We got it. This should be enough. When does the fire spring begin?
Glad you asked.
There it is. We killed you already. Go fuck yourself.
Great apes!
Great apes. Okay.
Start to get really worked up when the fire spring is about to happen. We have to leave before they see us.
So they are apes.
Hmm.
You okay?
Maybe they are like cousins of the Kungalala.
They're starting without us. Did we make it in time? Hey guys. Get your
I see, okay.
hands wasted.
I mean, to be fair, I was thinking he's kind of fighting like a Rajang.
Just look at that firebrand.
Yeah, I never did that, so.
Reminds me of me.
Okay, so we gotta see the fire spring, right?
I hope so.
Listen up. Let's go, Mr. Ancient Mr. T. But they are another folk that seems not know how to fight.
Is that supposed to happen?
Stoke it more! Right! Ready!
Oh.
Fire spring.
Nothing.
Fuck.
Chief, what is this?
The fire spring. Has it forsaken us?
Everyone stop! The festival is off!
Damn.
Don't cry, Maki. We'll have other chances.
Sorry about this, travelers. You too, my friend. This has never happened before.
How can
Hmm.
this be?